Good coordination on the top team, knowing when to attack. I think 23 down really needs to get one of these ships out, but I'm not sure that this large yard is going to hang around very long. If I were him, I might cancel that C-17 prototype. By itself, it's not going to do much. It's just going to die as soon as it comes out of the yard. I'd focus on getting getting some sort of yard up at my main base. At this point, I think he's just going to get Fed rolled here. Armada yard going up for the Federation. And they are Risners, so we could see some Avalons. Really cleaning up down there. It was able to do good harassment on these expansions, though. The top team does not have much in the way of expansions, just one partially filled one at the top for the Federation. They did clean up down here. Borg able to get one miner on a moon in the middle. Still has a fairly impressive fleet of Scubes. No real damage to them. So they're in pretty good fighting condition. Do see a small yard going up there. They're doing a good job keeping a scout on this fleet of Borg ships, knowing exactly where they are and using that knowledge to go out and finish up his raid on the Federation.
I believe that is a Legion torpedo sphere.
And sphere being built at the top here. And Arash, how were you able to tell that?
Because I looked at his resources.
See, and what this tells you folks, the more you play, especially if you're a player like Arash who plays a lot of Borg, you can start to kind of get a feel for what's going to be built. And looking at the times, looking at what that opponent's starting to do, and it's pretty valuable.
Oh wait, I lied. That is 1 prime. It's either 1 prime, 3 regen, or 3 prime, 1 torpedo. Because it has that green middle line in the middle of the sphere, if you look at it closely.
Yeah.
And that indicates, Oh, I was right. It's 3 prime, 1 phaser. My bad.
So full combat sphere, look at that. Do not see those every day, but 93 offensive value, so definitely going to put out some pressure on the Klingons. He does know the Klingons are nowhere near their base, so he's running in there. Dur has a nice little surprise, got several Sang and a Charg. Don't think that Shooty was really expecting that. He does lose a probe and is running away as fast as he can. Allies, has a veteran, intrepid, awesome, just awesome. Looks like all 3 players moving in, going to try to incapacitate the Dominion. Dragonfire moving to C-17s as well. Getting the advanced siege system upgrade, so it does have some of the research, but does not have enough titanium to really keep these up. A little confused. I don't think that's the don't know. We'll do well against Borg, but they really suck a lot of titanium. So Dur racing his fleet back to try to meet this new threat that's coming in. Laval's just sitting in wait. I'm really waiting to see whether the Klingons are going to pop in here or not. Now with those Charg and that combat tractor beam, I think they're going to be able to burn down that sphere pretty fast. There we go. Ball going down, several smaller Borg vessels going down here. Got some Katingas taking some damage for him. And I think this is a pretty good victory for Dirk, even if he just survives. That's a lot of the enemy's fleet he's able to take down here. Auto repair, able to get this. Oh, and we do have his ally coming in here with some B5s. Oh, veteran Laval, if it does get away. Looks like it does get away. Combat tractor beam used to full effect here. This sphere is going to die. So really a nice comeback for the bottom team. They don't have a lot of mining, but that was a pretty strong victory for them. Looking up, don't see any real Borg ships. Good mining though, so would expect that they have something coming up pretty soon. And I do not see any Romulan ships being built. I still see some generics. Looks like we got some frigates, but do not see anything new coming up. Good sized Fed fleet. Looks like made up about 50-50 warp-ins and other ships. Lots of E1s. Nice little trap here. Several Romulan ships are just lying in wait. As soon as the Fed fleet comes in, goodbye Klingons. We'll see if Dur is onto him. And Romulan, well-timed decloak, able to. Looks like they're able to burn down a Cabbage. Did they get it? I think he. Yep, they got it. So, not a bad kill there. Pretty fair. Dominion at the bottom, we see S2 starting up there. 23 down, just trying to get back up on his feet. Took a good beating there. Does have a couple of S2 already out. C-17 still popping out from Dragonfire. They have all their specials, so if he can get enough of them, we'll be able to do some nice one-shot kills on most of these ships. Support unit, so the Intrepids and the E1s are going to do a little bit less damage. Dur calling out to his team, get built up as best as you can. I think what it's going to come down to here is who can win this next fleet engagement. See monsoons. Top team really stopped production for some reason. Not sure. Oh, okay. There we go. Large yard put up by Old Time. Interesting. And upgrade facility going up. So he's definitely going for Tavara. That's a pretty risky choice there. His ally is fortunately able to put out some spheres to provide some cover, and this sphere here does not have regen either. So interesting combination.
Should I tell you what kind of sphere it is? Or can you figure it out?
I think I can figure that one out, but go for it, Arash.
It is 2 beam, 1 prime, and 1 torpedo sphere.
So guys, if you can't read Borg, find someone who can, and just make sure that he's always with you.
And that sphere has a 61-second build time.
Dear Lord Arash, I hope you are looking at the guide. If you have that memorized, I am a little worried.
Okay, he is building the second one with the same module since it was 61 seconds.
Look at that, and the sphere coming in to support.
I'm not looking at the guide, I'm just looking at the time. And I don't know.
All I can say is awesome. Looks like the B5s are moving in to try to get this fleet engaged. Pink Beams really doing a great job. Looks like they don't have quite enough to one-shot kill things, but enough to really make that E2 pay. And they did a pretty good job. They made sure that Old Time was not there. I mean, they had no way of really knowing, but they were able to hit just the right moment. A little bit of auto weapons going on. We got tractor beams going off everywhere. C-17's burning some stuff down. Losing some B5s though. But really taking apart this Federation fleet. Looks like we have a veteran saying we're will in a minute. Yeah, look at that. Burning down this sphere pretty good. Folks, I just put the top team's fleet down to just a few Romulan ships. It does have Look at that, and that battle made my children cry, it sounds like. Oh. So folks, when a veteran intrepid dies, you know you're making some children cry somewhere.